After Arsenal's victory over Bournemouth, the national media pushed Mikel Arteta to recruit a new striker. In the end, the Gunners defeated Andoni Iraola's team 3 times at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday afternoon, although they had trouble turning their superiority into goals. Arsenal had a lot of opportunities, but they were unable to break the tie until they were given a penalty in stoppage time. Just before halftime, North Londoners took the lead thanks to a 12-yard strike from Bukayo Saka. Less than 30 minutes into the second half, Leandro Trossard doubled the home team's lead, and in injury time, Declan Rice put the icing on the cake. The Gunners endured a nervous first half that could have gone badly on another day, even though they eventually cruised to victory. Ultimately, Arteta has received a warning: a spot kick won't save his team every time. Football.London, therefore, has examined the national media's response to Arsenal's success and the implications for the Spaniard summer transfer window intentions.As to how Bukayo Saka's penalty was the only thing separating the sides at halftime. It was really puzzling. In the first 45 minutes, Arsenal dominated possession and had an incredible 16 shots. But the Gunners found it difficult to translate their domination into obvious opportunities, as they have done so frequently this season. Only 5 of their shots found the back of the net, underscoring the area that Arsenal will most likely concentrate on during the summer season. With Kai Havertz playing through the middle against the Cherries, boss Arteta is probably going to hunt for a new striker in the summer. Considering his team's inability to convert their opportunities, a proven goal scorer will be the first person on his list. Despite being the league's highest scoring club, Arteta will likely be tired of hearing the criticism that his team lacks the clinical finishing touch needed to advance. That he's going to get even more tired of it, even after winning 3-0. During a 5-minute span in the first half, the home team held 96% of the possession. They bombarded the Bournemouth goal, with Takahiro Tomiyasu and Declan Rice missing the mark from point-blank range and Trossard having 2 attempts blocked. Travers also denied Saliba, Saka, and Thomas Partey. The only thing that equaled the unrelenting intensity of the pressure was how carelessly it was executed. Before the second goal was scored, more opportunities went begging, but Saka finally settled nerves from the penalty spot. Set aside the statistics, the Spaniard will instinctively realize that you don't consistently get away with blowing so many chances. Whatever the case, he needs to go after a number 9 in the summer. This Premier League match raised a lot of existential concerns. If Kai Havertz trips and falls in a congested penalty area, is it considered a penalty if someone touches him inadvertently? Does simulation remain simulation if the simulated event would have occurred regardless of factors such as legs, tangling, space, sliding, or run path? Above all, is there a way to avoid having to have these kinds of conversations again? Of course, the response to the last query is no, don't be foolish. The word cheating was all the rage on social media by the end of this entertaining, sunny 3-0 victory against Bournemouth for Arsenal. The Premier League had taken a slight step toward its unavoidable descent into a full-fledged conspiracy as entertainment. And the match's most intriguing aspect appeared to be lost in the yelling. The game was in its 97th minute, the win was all but guaranteed. A large number of supporters were leaving the stadium, and a good number of the players were probably thinking about taking a warm shower as well. However, Declan Rice still had time to summarize why he appears to be football's first £105 million steal of a player every week in a single move. The individual display drew comparisons with some of the greatest all-around Premier League midfielders, like Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, Roy Keane, and Patrick Vieira, not only for their leadership on the field but also for their pure technical skill. With Thomas Partey returning at the center of Arsenal's midfield in recent weeks, Rice's versatility to play either in a screening role in front of the defense or with greater freedom in quest of goals also becomes more striking by the game. The Gunners can only hope that Pep Guardiola's team drops points between now and the end of the campaign, but Man City actually has the upper hand, since if they win their current match, they will return to the top. Mikel Arteta's team will remain in the competition as long as they win every game, but City still holds the power to win the title this season. Arteta will want to bolster his team once more come summertime, regardless of whether the North Londoners win the English Premier League for the first time in 20 years. The Emirates Stadium supporters seemed alarmed by the Spaniard's recent remark against his compatriot David Raya, but Fabrizio Romano has allayed fears. A lot of Arsenal supporters are inquiring about Mikel Arteta's response regarding David Raya at his press conference. "I'd like to congratulate him, the Premier League's Golden Glove. He stated in an exclusive daily briefing with Caught Offside that I've been informed that, although Arteta has stated publicly that a choice will be taken at the end of the season, for David Raya the decision was made back in November. Brentford and Arsenal had verbally agreed to a permanent transfer, but due to financial fair play, they settled on a loan agreement with a buyout provision. There are no questions. David Raya and Arsenal have already reached an agreement for the latter to pay Brentford £27 million at the end of the current campaign. Raya has proven to be a reliable hand throughout the campaign, so people who pay their hard-earned money each week will undoubtedly feel relieved by this. The custodian has contributed as much as anyone else in the team to getting his team to the point where they have a real chance of winning the championship. Aaron Ramsdale's departure from Arsenal this summer seems highly likely, despite the fact that no official news has been released about him as of yet. It's obvious that he won't beat Raya until the Spaniard is hurt, and his management shouldn't be using him infrequently to sit him on the bench every single game. Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe for more videos. Goodbye.